See, with regard to India's GDP for the first quarter of this financial year, there is a remarkable increase of 7.8%. So 7.8% comparing China, US and all, it is a more than 3% more than America. In fact, Chinese GDP is 5.2%. It means India's GDP, that is gross domestic product, it includes all type of manufacturing, all type of agriculture and all type of services. Total comes under the GDP. In this, we have actually we predicted around 6.2 to 6.5. Even Reserve Bank of India predicted 6.5%. So it shows India's economy is on a rock footing basis. It is climbing like anything. It is going like a vertical way. See, but next quarter we cannot expect due to Trump tariff of 50% and other reasons. But definitely there will be chances for India is searching for a new market. As our chief economic advisor, Mr. Ananta Nageswaran, clearly, nicely told, stating that we are searching for a new market. Already we entered into a FTA, that is alliance for the economic alliance along with the UK. Then we are going to have a FTA with Oman, Dubai, Australia and Canada. So our economic growth, we have this is a problem which the Trump tariff is a problem which India is facing peculiar problem. But India withstand all type of problems like this when there is a COVID-19, when there is a nuclear sanction, but is sanctioned by United States and UK and European Union. Now this problem also India can withstand and can grow on a magical 7.5%. Even though Reserve Bank of India is projecting 6.5% for the next quarter. But how much we have grown? GDP of 1.3%. It means it has more than $1 trillion. 1% GDP means it is more than $1.1 trillion. But last year, the same April to June of 2024, we had only 6.2%. So there is a tremendous quarter on quarter increase of 1.6% GDP makes India is a vibrant economy, and India's production, especially manufacturing and agriculture and infrastructure, is very sound. Of course, our deficit, fiscal deficit is around 26%, which is little bit worrying, but definitely this fiscal deficit of 26% is due to massive deployment of government's expenditure on infrastructure and all these things. So definitely India's GDP will go more than 7% for another 3 years, 4 years. Will make India will become a superpower in by 2040. Definitely India already started exploring markets, alternative markets, by giving market intelligence, by tying up with the FTA, by tying with even today that our Prime Minister, our Narendra Modi ji went to Japan, and Japan is going to invest in India 10 trillion yen. That will be the biggest investment ever seen in since India's independence. Japan is going to invest 10 trillion yen. That will make more growth on electronics manufacturing, especially the industries like Toyota, Suzuki, all these things. And India is also finding a market in Oman, in Gulf countries, and in Australia, and in South Africa, and some more African countries. That is why Japanese foreign minister postponed his trip to US yesterday because of Modi ji's visit to the Japan. And we are also want to be very active on Shanghai SCO, which is going to happen today and tomorrow in Hangzhou, China. So our Honorable Prime Minister is visiting Shanghai Cooperation Council meet. In that, we will have a tie-up with East Asian tiger countries like Taiwan, Singapore, Malaysia, Vietnam, and other Asian tigers. So this Shanghai Cooperation Council, which is called SCC, will make India's export potential will definitely make very big way. In fact, India's exports to USA is just 2.1% of the total exports. So it will not make a big difference, even though comparing Tirupur textiles, little bit setback for a short term. Definitely, the India's Commerce Minister and Finance Minister have some strategies like giving inputs of market intelligence to our exporters and giving a duty drawback some to protect some MSMEs in the export sector. Definitely, it will be a temporary setback. It will be easily overtaken by making some new market finding procedures by our beloved Prime Minister. Yes, exactly. You are very good. You are asking a right question. So we have to improve our export sector. Already India started exporting agricultural goods to 100 countries. Specifically 100 countries we are last 2 years it is happening. That is why our GDP is growing on a systematic way in spite of so many economic shocks attributed from United States of America. Definitely there will be a more opportunities for domestic consumption because now already India wanted to make a what is called innovations and reforms in GST. So GST reforms will make India's domestic consumption will be more. So it will give India's domestic consumption will be more, then it will offset the problem which we are facing, Trump tariff. Definitely there will be in from September 4th there will be a GST council meeting. In that they are going to reduce the GST percentage minimum 10% from the existing rate structure. So it will make definitely there will be a savings to the protection sector and service sector. It will indirectly induce, motivate consumption, and we are going to face Puja holidays, Pujas from what is called from September to December till Christmas. So there will be a very big boosting on the consumption. That is why our government of India has make a reforms in GDP and all, and it is an opportunity for making reforms not only in GST but other local sectors that will make a long way to make a growth of 7.5% on quarter basis. Definitely it will be done.